ब्रह्मनाथ। शांति शांति शांति। स्वस्थ। Hello students, in the previous class we discussed about the malaria. We discussed how the malaria is being caused, okay, and the malaria, that the parasite which causes the malaria is of digenetic, or the parasite is known as the genus Plasmodium, and the Plasmodium, such an example we have discussed, such as species having the Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium ovale, Plasmodium malari, and the Plasmodium falciparum. Okay, Plasmodium vivax and the falciparum causes about 80 to 90% of the malaria, and the rest 10 to 20% is caused by the Plasmodium ovale and the malari. Further, we discuss in detail about the complete life cycle of the malaria. As the life cycle of the malarial parasite is digenetic in nature, means it consists of two hosts. One is the primary host, other one is your secondary host. Primary host consists of, as we know that the primary host is your female Anopheles mosquito, and the secondary host is your human being. Next, the life cycle is also said as the triphasic, means it consists of three phases. First one is your schizogony, then the second stage is your gamogony, means gametes are being formed, and the third stage is your sporogony, means sporozoites are being formed. Further, schizogony is divided into two types. One is your hepatic schizogony, other one is your erythrocytic schizogony. Further, the hepatic schizogony is further divided into two types. One is your pre-erythrocytic schizogony, and second one is your exoerythrocytic schizogony. Hepatic schizogony takes place in the liver cell, whereas the erythrocytic schizogony takes place in the red blood cell. By this we have discussed up to this much, means up to the life cycle of the malaria we have discussed in our previous class. Today we will discuss first what is the types of the malaria. As we know, the types of the malarial parasite we know as it caused by the basically the genus Plasmodium, having four types of species we know, that is your vivax, ovale, malaria, and the falciparum. So there are four types of, we can say, Plasmodium species are present. First one will discuss the Plasmodium vivax. First we'll discuss what is the Plasmodium species. Next, which type of malaria does it occurs or it causes. Next, what is your incubation period. Incubation period means the day from which the person is exposed to the disease, and up to the day in which, on the day which he or she show the first sign or symptoms. Okay, means the day in the, for example, in the case of the malaria, the stage where the sporozoites entered into the human body, from that day if we will calculate up to the day number on which the hemozoil granules are being the pigmented are being secreted by the parasite. So this means this whole period means the day in which the person is being infected by the parasite, and the day on which he or she shows the first noticeable symptom. So that period gap is known as your incubation period. So we'll discuss thirdly your incubation period. Lastly, reoccurrence of fever means repeatedly fever is coming. Okay, means it will come for a particular time, then it will be normal, then on the other day it will come another time. So we'll discuss the recurrence of the fever also. So first we will discuss the case of the Plasmodium vivax. The type of malaria it is called the benign tertian malaria, and the incubation period is about 10 days. Fever, in how much time of interval the fever comes? It comes in the after 48 hours, or we can say it comes every third day. Okay, and it is not fatal. Okay. Second one, the type of Plasmodium species is your Plasmodium ovale, and the type of malaria it causes is your mild tertian malaria, and the incubation period is about 15 days, and the recurrence of the fever is about after the 48 hours. Next, the Plasmodium malari. The type of malaria it forms or it caused is your quartan malaria or the subclinical malaria, and the incubation period is about 28 days or about 1 month. Next, the recurrence of the fever is about after 72 hours, or we can say or on the fourth number of day. or every fourth number of day. Next comes the various most dangerous form of the Plasmodium species, that is known as your Plasmodium falciparum. And the type of malaria that it causes is your malignant tertian malaria or the pernicious malaria, and it is the more serious form of the malaria, and the incubation period is about 12 days, and the reoccurrence of fever takes place the day after the 48 hour, or we can say on every second day the fever comes. Okay, so this is all about what are the various types of malaria. First is your Plasmodium vivax, second is your Plasmodium ovale, third is your Plasmodium malaria, and fourth one is the most serious one, that is your Plasmodium falciparum. Next we discuss the types of malaria, then we discuss the incubation period, next we discuss the reoccurrence of the fever. Now we'll discuss the various symptoms of the malaria. Okay, there are some symptoms which are seen, some clinical symptoms such as chill, fever, enlargement of the spleen, and also anemia. Okay, and there are 3 stages of symptoms are seen: the cold stage, the hot stage, and the sweating stage. In the case of the cold stage, fever comes with extreme sensation of cold. Okay, and the time duration, it can start from up to the 15 minutes up to or it can stay up to 1 hour. Next is your hot stage, in which the body temperature is increased up to around 106 degree Fahrenheit, and the time duration is about 2 hours to 6 hours, and intense headache is also seen in the case of the hot stage. Last one is your sweating stage. In this stage, the fever comes down with the excessive sweating, and the time duration in the sweating stage is about 2 to 4 hours. So these are your general symptoms which are seen in case of the malaria. First we see in the various clinical symptoms such as your chill, fever, and then the enlargement of the spleen and the anemia. And secondly, we seen the 3 stages such as your cold stage, the hot stage, and also the sweating stage. In the cold stage, the fever comes with extreme sensation of the cold, and the duration, as I said, 15 minutes to 1 hour. Hot stage, the body temperature is increased up to 106 Fahrenheit, and the time duration is about 2 hours to 6 hours. And in this, the intense headache is seen. And lastly, the sweating stage, in which the fever comes down with the excessive sweating, and the time duration is about 2 hours to 4 hours. Next, come to your control of the mosquito. As we know, the main mode of infection of the malaria is your mosquito. So we can have some prevention by how we can control the malaria. First one, we can divide the control into 2 types. One is your destruction of your adult mosquito, other one is your destruction of the larva and the pupa. So in the destruction of the adult mosquito, some spray of insecticide such as DDT and BHC can prevent the causing of the mosquito of the malaria. Second, we can say the fumigating the house with the pyrethrum. Means we know generally the BMC workers, they spray some sort of chemicals that to prevent from sort of the diseases, such as we can say the pyrethrum is used to spray all over the houses. As we know from the government, some systems are being provided to control the malaria. The fumigating the houses with pyrethrum, creosote, and some other compounds are also present, that are also called your naphtha. Next, the killing the mosquito when trapped inside the mosquito net, as it is the most traditional form by which we can control the mosquito, or we can say eventually we can control the malaria by using the mosquito net, by which the mosquito can be trapped inside the net and by which they can also kill. Next, we can describe the destruction of the larva and the pupa by which we can control them. First one, the larva and the pupa can be killed by keeping the larvivorous fishes such as Gambusia and the Minos, which can feed upon the larva and the pupa of the mosquito. Next, if some ditches are being found around our houses, then we can fill it by the help of the sand. Okay, or we can simply dry them. So we can say filling of ditches by sand, or simply by making them dry. Next point, how we can kill destruct the larva and the pupa? By spraying the kerosene oil can be sprayed all over the ponds, by which the larva and the pupa can be died, or the destruction of the larva and the pupa can be done. Lastly, some larvicides can be introduced into the water body to kill the various larva and the pupa. And lastly, the dirty water should not be constant for the long time, otherwise the larva and pupa can be grown over there, and by which they can spread the malaria disease. So these are some control by which we can control the overall the malaria. First, we have discussed the destruction of the adult mosquito, in which we can use various spray like the insecticides such as DDT and BHC, and also fumigating the house with the pyrethrum cresol and some other compounds such as their naphtha, and also killing the mosquito by using the traditional mosquito nets. And further, the larva and pupa can also be destructed by using the killing the larva and the pupa by introducing the larvivorous fishes into the ponds such as your gambusia and the minos. Also by filling the ditches by sands or making them dry. And further, you can introduce kerosene oil, or we can use the larva seeds can be introduced into the water body, by which the larva and the pupa can be killed. Lastly, the dirty water should not be constant for so many time, or we can say for the more prolonged time. So these are all various controls by which we can control the malaria. Now we will discuss the last point of your malaria, that is the treatment and the prevention. For the treatment purpose, you can use various anti-malarial drugs such as your quinine, chloroquine, and also daraprim or etc. Okay. Further, for your prevention, by how, as we know, prevention is, we know that is better than the cure. So for prevention of the malaria, we can use the mosquito traditional net, okay, by which we can sleep under the mosquito net, by which the mosquito can be trapped under the mosquito net. Second one, the wire gauzy of the doors and windows. You have seen that in the houses they basically cover the doors and window by the various wire gauze, by which the mosquito can be avoided from the house and they can be prohibited from entering into the home, by which eventually the malaria can be prevented. Next, various mosquito repellent creams are also present, as the common example is your Odomos, which you can apply on your skin before sleeping so that the mosquito can be avoided. And lastly, we know that the mosquito repellents such as your various coils are also available, such as your various liquids are available, such as your Mortein, Good Night, etc. so that the mosquito can be prevented, or they can be avoided, from by which the malaria can be prevented. So today we discussed the types of malaria, the types of the plasmodium that which cause the malaria, such as your falciparum, then the Vivax, oval, malary. We also discussed the types of malaria that is caused. We also discussed the incubation period. Incubation period means the time of exposure to the disease to that person up to the showing the noticeable sign and symptoms. Then we have discussed means what are the recurrence of fever, means after how many regular interval the fever comes. In the case of generally malaria, the fever comes in a recurrence interval. Okay. As in the example we seen that the Plasmodium falciparum case, in a regular interval of the 4th number day, vigorous fever comes. Okay. Next, we have discussed various symptoms, in which we discussed the 3 stages and also various clinical symptoms such as enlargement of the spleen and also anemia. Next, also we discussed the various symptoms, in which 3 stages we have discussed. One is a cold stage, means fever comes with intense cold, by which the time duration is about 15 minutes to 1 hour. Next, we discussed the hot stage, in which the fever comes and the temperature of the body increases up to 106 Fahrenheit, and the duration is about 2 hours to 6 hours. An intense headache is also seen in the case of the hot stage. Finally, we see the last symptom, that is your sweating stage, in which the fever comes down by the excessive sweating, and also the time duration is about 2 to 4 hours. Also, next we discussed various controls by using the various mosquito nets, or how you can fill up the ditches by applying, or we can say by applying the various larvicides which can feed upon the various larvae and the pupa. And also the adult mosquito can be prevented by using various creams or mosquito repellent. Next, we discussed today now the various treatments, such as you can use various anti-malarial drugs such as quinine and the chloroquine and also daraprim, etc. And your major prevention, as we say, prevention is better than the cure. You can use mosquito traditional net by which the mosquito can be trapped inside the mosquito nets, and also you can use the wire gauzing on the door or the windows by which the mosquito can be avoided. They can be prohibited to enter into the room, and eventually we can prevent from the malaria. Next, we can use various mosquito repellent creams such as Odomos on the skin by which the mosquito can be avoided. And lastly, the mosquito repellents products such as your mosquito coils, mosquito liquids can be used in the home so that the mosquito can be killed. Okay, so far now we firstly in your previous class discussed totally over the mosquito, totally over the malaria, how the malaria is being caused, and which species or which genus is caused, that is your Plasmodium. And 4 types of species we discussed, that is your Plasmodium falciparum or Plasmodium vivax, which causes 80 to 90% of malaria, and the remaining 2, that is oval and the malaria, cause the remaining 10 to 20%. Next, we discuss complete the life cycle about the malaria. Next, today we discuss overally the types of malaria, the symptoms, the control, and lastly we discuss the treatment and the prevention. So that's all for today. We will meet in our next class. Thank you.